Hey y'all, welcome to La Vida Rosa. I'm your host Pinky, and today I'm going to be talking about Married at First Sight, y'all. This is not going to be like an in-depth video. Usually I record videos on my camera, but this is on my phone because, I don't know, this was like a spur of the moment type of thing. I actually just recorded a makeup video wearing some foundation that's kind of flawless. But like, comment, subscribe, do all that. Okay, let's get into Married at First Sight because that's my show. And I don't have nobody to talk about it with, so I was like, let me just record this video and get everything off my chest. I'm going to start off with Stephanie and AJ because I feel like they have the least problems, yet, I don't know, they might have the most problems. I don't know. So Stephanie and AJ come off as the perfect couple. They're both a little goofy, especially AJ, but it seems like Stephanie really likes their goofiness. So I don't know, they seem like the perfect couple, like they were the best match upon first glance. And you know, they just seem to really mesh. But the thing about AJ is I think he wants to be joyful and happy, and he has that persona to his friends and, you know, pretty much everybody else. But it's a different story when you're with someone 24/7. Like, I know a lot of times comedians will say, you know, they have to entertain, and so they're always on and always telling jokes and being funny and laughing, but then behind closed doors, they're like the most depressed people you'll ever find. So I feel like AJ in a way is like that. I don't feel like his whole personality is a facade, but I do think a lot of the jokes and the jovial attitude that he has, I feel like some of that is a facade when he doesn't necessarily feel that way. And so, you know, he holds a lot, it seems like he holds a lot back. And so when he gets frustrated or angry, it just comes out real rough and real hard. And I can't even lie, sometimes I can be like that. Like, I'm a really fun, goofy person. I try to be as positive as possible. But if I'm in a mood, like I'm in that mood, I try to stay away from people when I get like that because, you know, who wants to be around somebody like that? But when you're married, you have no choice but to be around each other. You know, y'all live together, you have to be around each other. And so people that live with you get to see every single part of you. And, you know, she mentioned that his friends said they've never seen him mad. But that's because they probably never lived with him. It was so cringy for them to watch him snap at her, and she obviously has a problem with it, but you know, she likes the happy part of him, but that negative snappy part, it just seems like it catches her off guard, and it's like a jarring thing, and she wants to fix it, but it's impossible for her to fix it in that moment because he just mad. Once he mad, and that's it. And you know, he should not take it out on her. And I don't, you know, the excuse of, well, it's hard filming, it's hard to hurry up and wait, and you know, I know it's a lot of sitting around and people poking and prodding in your business, but you signed up for that. B, I feel like it's a little bit of an excuse. I feel like it's easy to say, well, because this is happening now, I'm having an attitude. I think he was trying too hard to control that situation and not really let her have her own voice, like speaking for her, saying, well, we both have a problem with it. Well, does she really, or is she just going along with what you're saying because you're so overbearing? By the end of this episode, she did find her voice and told him her concerns. And he seemed like he was receptive, but I don't know, part of me just feels like he's just doing it because he's on camera and to appease the situation, to not seem like to her that he's really this angry person. I get an uneasy feeling with the way he handled that situation. I don't think he's as manipulative as Luke, and we will get to Luke, but I think it was a little bit of manipulation going on there. I do want them to work out, and I don't want him to be crazy, so we shall see. I'm gonna move on to Keith and Christine. I feel like they can work, but it's gonna take a lot of compromise on both of their ends. Christine never saw herself with a man that is still in school, working toward, you know, becoming, I don't know what he's trying to become in the medical field, but it's gonna take some time for him to get there. And she doesn't like the fact that he works nights. I feel like she I feel like she would have rather married someone already in his career and making the money like she is. Like she's, you know, a real estate agent and she plans on being like a mogul. So I think she wants someone that's on that same wavelength. Keith more so is used to being taken care of by his grandma, child. Oh my God, she babied him. She really did a number on him by babying him. But the thing I like about Keith is that he seems like he is going to make an effort to change. And that's one thing I can appreciate, because I feel like in a lot of ways I myself have been spoiled, and I'm trying to make an effort to unspoil myself. But how do you unspoil yourself and you didn't even do it? So I understand what Keith is saying, and he's making an effort to learn how to cook and to, you know, pick up some of the chores in the house. I hate to say it, but Christine is going to have to teach him and train him to do a lot of this stuff, because he just was used to people doing it for him. And he's gonna have to learn how to do it himself. He didn't get taught that. Christine's gonna have to compromise herself, because like I was on Christine's side for most of the season, but sometimes when it comes to compromising, it's like either her way or the highway. Like when he brought up a child, I agree, this is not the time to have a child no time soon. I feel like, you know, both of y'all probably want to get a little bit more stable before you think about a child. But the way she shut him down was just like, dang, like he barely got it out of his mouth before you shut him down. Like she doesn't give him any, leeway. She doesn't let him give his opinion without her giving hers right back and like, oh no, this is the way I, you know, feel about things. So I feel like they can work though. I feel like they're one couple that I see the chemistry that they have, and they both seem like they're willing to do the work. But I think they'll need more counseling. And you know, I feel like all couples will need counseling. People get premarital counseling all the time, and these people just getting married at first sight, I feel like they definitely need marital counseling. And I feel like with some time and effort and compromise, I feel like they definitely can work. They're actually my favorite. Even though Keith get on my nerves being a baby, I feel like he's trying. So that's all you can ask for from, you know, somebody like that. They're my favorite couple, Will and Jasmine. Now, the thing I like about Will and Jasmine is no matter what sort of conflict they may have, they seem to really get along, and they seem like they're really building this great relationship. I don't know if it's more of a friendship than it is, you know, romantic, but they can laugh and joke and be together. It's like, I like their chemistry as well. They seem like they really mesh when it comes to, you know, just being around each other. Jasmine has this hard, fastened rule in her mind of what she thinks a husband should be, and Will thinks the opposite. I feel like Jasmine be looking for issues sometimes. Like when they were on their 1-month anniversary dinner and she just asked him to rate her. Like, instead of, okay, you asked for this rating, and now that you've got the rating, you're mad because you feel like you're this excellent wife, when in reality, his perception is something different. So if I were to get a 6.5 or whatever he gave her, it was in the 6 area, and then he said it's really out of 9, he gave you that curve, he tried to make you feel better, I would have asked him, well, what is it that I'm doing that's giving me this rating that I consider low? Instead of completely going off and being like, well, I was gonna give him some, but I ain't gonna give him none. Like, that's childish. Like, I feel like there could have been a real conversation had, and I feel like they actually could have gotten closer based off of that, because obviously it's something that you're doing that's making him feel like you're getting a 6.5. And I'm sure if you were to rate him, maybe the score you give him probably wouldn't be as high as he thinks he should get. And y'all can discuss it. But just the fact that you just completely went off about it, that's not conducive to a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you need good communication. Like I mentioned before, their relationship seems more like a friendship than it does romantic. even when they were outside and they were toasting the marshmallows, it was like they were jabbing each other like friends would. And she was like, yeah, it feels nice cozying up to the fire. But it's like, okay, well, cozy up then. Like, if I like somebody, you know, you need to like, y'all need to like make an effort to get closer. I feel like it, you know, they both nervous or too scared to do that. But, you know, try to hold hands, try to hug each other, try to do something more than what, you know, friends would do. Because I wouldn't want to just sit up there and be dapping up my friend. Like, I'm not saying they dap each other up, but that's the kind of relationship they have. The one thing they do agree on is that they both want kids, and I feel like that's awesome. How y'all gonna get to the kids if y'all can't get romantic? How y'all gonna get to the kids? Somebody explain that to me. Chasing your dream, that's great. I'm all for that. Trust me. I'm like, I agree. You should go after your dream. But if you're going to have kids, you need to be bringing in a solid income. And I could see if coaching was like on the side or something. Can coaching be on the side? I'm not sure. If you're going to be a coach for like a little league team or something like that, and then you still have your job, I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that. But because most likely that'll be like after school or on the weekends. I feel like that'll be good. And I feel like that'll be a good compromise for both of them. But if you're talking about switching careers, and, you know, that will affect y'all's income. So I feel like, you know, he should think about that before he just completely dismisses Jasmine's feelings about, you know, just switching your job from whatever, I forgot what he does, to being a coach, because that will affect her too. She could be supportive all she wants to, but she also don't want to be hungry. So, you know, I understand Jasmine's point on that. I definitely do. And for him to bring that to his friends the way he did, Jasmine did come off kind of harsh in that situation, but the way he explained it to his friends just made it, I don't know. I didn't like the way he told his friends. It just made her look worse than what I thought the actual situation was. Like, I don't know. Maybe she was being completely unsupportive, but I didn't look at it that way. I just thought what she was saying was concern about the income, which I feel like any of us would have that concern. Overall, I wish them good luck. I just want them to push things out of the friend zone. Which brings me to Kate and Luke. And I'm looking at you, Luke. Come in here and have a seat. Because the thing I don't like about Luke, he's manipulative. First of all, on your honeymoon, you gonna tell your wife that when she kissed you, you feel dead inside. First of all, if I was Kate, I would have been gone after that. You don't have to tell me but one time you feel dead inside by kissing me. Do you know how many people would love to kiss me? Are you kidding me? You know how many people would love to be right here with me on this trip? Are you kidding me? Ain't no way, because Kate is a beautiful girl, and I feel like she is not carrying herself that way. She's not carrying herself like she has a lot to offer, like she's sweet, like she's intelligent. And I want her to get her self-esteem up and realize you don't have to be with Luke. For some reason, she think Luke is so fine. I don't know why. I'm not saying Luke is ugly, but he's not the best looking man on earth. In fact, he's short. He's short, and you know what I'm saying? He's just doing that beard and that haircut thing. But if you took that away, he just really don't have much to look at. So I think she's more enamored with what she wants Luke to be. Luke is not that, and he gives her a little taste of something now and then to reel her in and keep her locked in for whatever reason. Like, Luke, you're not even attracted to her, so why are you trying so hard to keep her? With your words, with lip service. He ain't really with his actions. When y'all get home, she tries to move past that. Y'all work it out, and then you accuse her of having a drinking problem when apparently you drink just as much as her. And, you know, to me, that's like another cop out for you not being attracted to her or not wanting to be with her. Why are you coming up with all these excuses? You know good and well that girl is not an alcoholic. You know that. We ain't even, like, they don't even have enough clips to put together to make it seem like she drinks a lot. That's what I noticed about the show. They don't even have a bunch of clips of her drinking. If she drank so much, she would be on camera drunk, or she would be always on camera with a drink in her hand. Obviously, she's not drunk. But during the whole time, you, like, cuddle with her. You you say nice things to her, you give her these glimpses of hope. And then when she takes the plunge and puts herself all the way out there and tries to kiss you or, take it to the next level, you shut her down. I feel like it always brings her back to that moment when you said you made her feel dead inside. And it's like you don't even know that girl to say something like that. You don't even know her to say, you made me feel dead inside. Who says some evil stuff like that? And then when y'all go visit your parents, your mama is drilling her. Like, it's like at every turn, she cannot win when it comes to you. And then for your anniversary, you would think at least she could have your attention on your anniversary. Y'all only been together for a month. You would think on the first month, even if you're not necessarily attracted to her, you would give her that day. But no, you wake up early in the morning so you don't even have to talk to her, so you can get away from her, because you already know on this day she really gonna be trying to be lovey-dovey. And I guess the thought of that made you sick, so you left and you didn't even tell her where you went. And then when you come back, you shocked that she was upset. Kate is I don't know if she's a good sport or what's going on. I don't know if they getting paid. I don't know if she getting paid extra to stay in this, but I would not put up with that kind of abuse. And I do look at it as abuse. Like you're playing with her emotions, and one thing you don't do is play with people's emotions, especially people that are sweet and kind and caring. When I saw her crying, not only on her anniversary because you were not there, you left her, but I saw her crying on this last episode, like, it broke my heart, because she really wanted to work with you. She went through this experience because she actually wanted to be married. Because, Luke, regardless of what you're saying, you're just not attracted to her physically. Why did you sign up for this situation if you're just going to be that shallow? The experts were matching you up not based on physicality, but based on your personalities and how you would mesh. And you're taking that for granted. Like, you're not even trying to look and see into who she is because you're so distracted by her outer appearance. It's not something you're normally attracted to. But if you were to open up and actually get to know the girl, that possibly could be someone that you would love and grow to find attractive. But no, you're not even willing to try. And so I feel like they should have shut this down a long time ago. Back when he first said he was dead inside, they should have shut it down. Especially now. And Kate is to the point where she's ready to get a divorce. Finally, like after all this abuse, she's ready to get a divorce. And you telling her you don't want one. What? Like, I've been thinking he's been a manipulator this whole time, but that's when it solidified for me that he's a manipulator, and he wants to look like a good guy on TV, and he wants to make her look crazy, and he wants to seem like he's, not doing these things to her. He's trying to act like he's not having these mean actions towards her, but he does. And I just cannot. It's like, did they bring him on here to be the villain on purpose? Like, everything he's done so far has been trash. And when he said he didn't want a divorce, I would have just had to lay him out right there. Like, you're not making an effort in any other place other than, oh, I don't want to get a divorce. So, Luke, why did you really come on this show? I mean, I think that's the question everybody wants to know at this point. Why did you really come on this show? I've seen people say he just wants to promote his business, and I can believe that. But I don't know anybody that's going to want to buy anything from you. I really I can't wait to find out about this secret that he did not want to tell anybody. Girl, tell it all. If I was her, I would tell it all. I would tell it all, because he has not established trust between you two. So yeah, it will be nothing to tell his secret, because who is he? Who is he to trust right now? Anyway, y'all, I love this show. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. I want to hear your opinions so bad. Please talk to me down below. Even if you don't watch the show, like, just talk to me. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? It's okay if you don't agree with me. I understand. And yeah, especially about this Luke thing. Please tell me. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Peace.